In a mixing bowl, we're going to add our chocolate and our butter and set to the side. Now in a stainless steel pot, we're going to add our milk. Then we add the cream. Next we add the brown sugar. And now we add the cocoa powder. Now add in the salt. Now add the vanilla extract into the pot. Now time to add in the egg yolks. Now give everything a good whisk in the pot. Now place the pot on the range and turn on a medium-high heat. Continue to stir this while it's cooking on top of the stove to prevent the eggs from scrambling inside the pot. We'll see the mixture begin to thicken up inside the pot as it cooks and boils from the sides. Then take it off the heat once it gets to this stage. Now that the pot is off the stove, we're going to get our mixing bowl of chocolate and butter and combine the two together. One important note about making this recipe is after you make it, you have to set it into the mason jars while it's hot. It cools down in the process and is very thick. You cannot just make a big batch and scoop it into mason jars later on. Now whisk together the chocolate until it's completely melted, and you'll start to notice the color will get darker brown. Now that everything's been melted and mixed together, it's time to place into the mason jars each portion. Using an 8-ounce ladle, I'll portion the pudding into the mason jars. And when the pudding is in all the jars, I'll place in the walk-in to cool for the next 3 hours before the next step. And now that the pudding has been cooled, it's time to add the dulce de leche on top. Use a black dipper to scoop out the dulce for each portion of pudding. And now taking a spoon, spread it over the top of the chocolate pudding. And that is the chocolate budino with dulce de leche.